Thanks so much for watching News 5 at 10. I'm Diane Derby.
Good evening, I'm Rob Cork. We keep talking about rising rent costs, and it doesn't seem to be getting any better.
According to a recent report by Redfin, apartment rent costs have gone up 15% in the past year. So how is it impacting us in southern Colorado?
Caroline Peters spoke with an advocacy group working to try and fix this problem. Caroline, what'd you find out?
Several local organizations, including the Chamber and EDC and the Pikes Peak Association of Realtors, have come together to find solutions to the rising rent costs in our area. They know that these costs are also impacting businesses too, as employers struggle to find workers who can afford to live here.
Jacob Alexander has been renting apartments in Colorado Springs for years, but he says the costs have gone up so drastically, he's considered moving out of the area.
In the year and a half that I've lived here, my rent has gone up $300. Rent keeps going up, and now, people are having to cut back on actually being able to be excited to be alive. You can't go out and do the things that you want to do because all of your money's going to just keeping a roof over your head.
One group wants to help. It's called the Community Housing Affordability Task Force, or CHAT. It's an advocacy group working to make rent more affordable for middle-income workers.
What's great about this group is I think it's for the first time in our city, folks who all share this concern about housing affordability coming together, but all having slightly unique perspectives.
And they're concerned if rent prices don't go down, more and more workers will move out of the area.
If we're not positioning ourselves to take an influx not only of new migrating workers and workforce along with our already naturally growing population, then we'll find ourselves in a serious crunch.
The group has put together recommendations for officials at the local, state, and federal levels. They recently presented their ideas to City Council.
They are concerned. They feel the pinch in their own districts, and they speak readily to the fact that we really have a crunch. We have to help this group of people that are being pushed out of our market.
The advocacy group is concerned rising rent will never let people become homeowners.
I just don't want people to give up on the American dream of being a homeowner, and know that our city is concerned about your strifes, and we are doing what we can to help you get that roof over your head.
CHAT has held over 20 meetings this past year, and they've conducted several polls to see how the cost of housing is impacting our county. They say their goal is to get laws changed that could help. For example, they want to lobby for the typical mortgage term to be extended from 30 years to 40 years. You can read up on some of this and their ideas on KOAA.com. Back to you.
Caroline, thanks. And our continuing coverage for you tonight. Now, there's a measure on the November ballot, Prop 123, designed to provide specific funding to provide more affordable housing across the state. I did a little digging. Right now, there is no formal opposition to the measure. If passed, it would allocate up to $300 million a year from excess Tabor refund money that would otherwise be returned to taxpayers. That money would be used for such things as limiting rental costs to 30% of a household income, a program to assist homeless to find permanent housing, an affordable housing down payment fund, and a tenant equity account also used to make a down payment to permanent residency. The money would be dispersed to local governments to allocate accordingly.